sit here and give a few folks time to get on. Hello everybody. So today I'm going to talk about why I'm a racist black man. Alright? Why am I a racist black man? And proud. I'm very racist. Alright everybody. I'm waiting for just a few more folks to come on. Because I'm going to share with you guys why I'm a proud racist black man. Alright? I'm going to share with you guys why. And I'm going to let you know it's okay to be a racist black man. Right? I'm proud of it. Now, for those that just come on, you got to keep watching. And you'll learn why I'm a racist black man. I'm proud. Now, here's one of the things that I wanted to let you guys know. Being racist, the word racist, right? And this is where I'm going to educate you guys today. Because a lot of people say things and have no understanding, right? And we use words, terminologies with no good understanding of what they mean. And we're going to break it down today. Now, I told someone that I'm a proud racist black man. And they said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah, very much so." Now, see, people look at the word racist and they think of one thing. And here's what they put out to the public that the word racist means. Now, the word racist, says a person who shows or feel discrimination or prejudice against people of other races, or who believes that a particular race is superior to another. Right? So now, let me tell you why this context here that you may hear in the public area that says that you're a racist or you call someone a racist. I'm basically telling you that you're using the word wrong. Because now we learn what their word racist tried to mean, right? Now let's look at the word is, right? What does the word the suffix of the word is means, right? Now let's look at that. Let's look at the suffix. Now, is, a suffix of noun, often corresponding to a verb ending in iz or the noun ending in ism. That denote a person who practices, is expert in, or concerned with something or hold a certain principle, doctrines, apologists, medicinists, novelists, socialists, pharmacists, what else? Therapists, right? So this suffix of word is means that someone have some form of practice who are an expert in, right? Or concerned with something that holds a certain principles. Now, what does that mean? So now let's go back to the word racist and let's break it down. The word race is. So if we know a person of a particular race, right? Someone of a particular race must have the is, which makes him a racist, and the word is makes that person denote a person who practices, an expert in, or concerned with something, or holds a certain principle. So now, let's just use black and white. If a white person come off and say certain things and say white power, or even if he's a white supremacist, right? Black people will say black power, black pride, all these great things. And I look at that and I say, what is wrong with a man to have pride within his race? What's wrong with him to have his own opinion of his supremacy upon his belief? Now, here's what the argument will say. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because I watched the video and I learned that arguing, disagreeing, or having these debates won't change a person's belief. So the only way to change racists, as they like to call it, racism, is by understanding a person's belief. Now, here comes with understanding. Understanding is not to react to what they believe. It's to understand with a deeper thinking. See, when I encounter people that might come off as the word I would like to say prejudice, and for those that don't understand the word prejudice, what does that mean? So you get a better understanding, right? Because like I said, we got to understand, what does prejudice mean? Now, it says here, prejudice. It says that the preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. Prejudice, in law terms, harm or injury that results or may result from some form of action or judgment. Prejudice, in the verb, give rise to prejudice in someone, make biased. Prejudice. In law, you cause harm to a state of affair. Prejudice. So, when I look at the word racist versus prejudice, two different words. And I think many of us confuse prejudice for racist. Every black person and white person, Latino or Asian, are all racist people. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with being an expert in your own race, because what the hell do I know about being white? I'm not white. So I'm no expert in that. I'm not Asian. I don't know nothing about Asians. I'm not Latino. I don't know nothing about Latinos. But the one thing I know about is being a black man. I could tell you the experience of a black man. I could tell you what we as black people like to do. I could share with you what is our culture depending on the region that I'm from. I could tell you what the Jamaican culture is like. I could tell you a little bit about the African American culture, what it's like. I can't tell you about what the motherland's country is like. But we as people been throwing around this word called racist very loosely. And we don't take the time to learn that being racist is not so much of a bad thing. The only time being racist become bad is when you're trying to implement it as the superior. So now that's where white supremacists come from. Now let's Google that and let's get the meaning of that. And I'm also going to get all type of different meanings, because we have to understand these things so that way we can learn to understand other people's thinking, right? Now let's look at here. White supremacist. What does that mean? Right? It's very important that we understand things. And I think this is very important for me to share with you guys. Now, here's what white supremacy is. The belief that white people are superior to those of all other races, especially the black race, and should therefore dominate society. That's the white supremacist, right? Now, here's something that I know people never talk about. What is black supremacy means? All right, it says here. You know what? I'm gonna leave that one for you guys' homework. Do your homework on that one, right? It says here, I'll give you just a tip. To believe in black supremacy, one must not only be an expert in blame tactics, right? So just so you know, there's no such thing as black supremacy. All right. Now, there's black people that are very proud. You see, if you dig back, deep back, and I mean like way, way back in history, where you think about the black nation as far as Africa, the motherland, this was the country where everybody came and learned, right? Africa was the land where it had the highest philosophy, all the teaching. This is where civilization came and learned and rebuilt their own countries. European men came to Africa and learned, right? They came to our libraries. Eventually, they broke out wars, told us scripts and all these different things. If you go to Egypt, they always say, the wall don't lie, right? Now, the thing that I want to make very clear, if anybody ever understand about this whole racial war that's going on, it's been going on for hundreds of years. This ain't nothing new. But the thing that I want most of my friends that's on my Facebook to understand is this. There's no such thing as a dominant race. There might be some right now that present themselves this way, but I'll tell you the one thing that we know for a fact. We know for a fact that right now our country is seeing one of the most crazy revolution, and it's happened with guys like me who are millennials, right? Because here's the thing about us millennials. We don't believe in racism. If you look at our women or look at our kids, we're very interracial. It's the old fascist people that believe in this way, the old thinking. I like to call them the baby boomer era and some of the Gen X too. Don't get me wrong, there's some millennials that think this way, but I think as far as the majority of millennials, we're far from that racist thinking. Very far. The majority of us is against it. And we just live in harmony. We believe that we are all one people. But most of our older folks, shame on you. Because I'm pretty sure 1 out of 10, if not even more, 1 out of 10 of you really feel the same way as millennials do. Well, that's why there was a war against hippies, you know. Because hippies believed in love. They didn't care about or what race or whatever the case may be. And I think this is a very lack of conversation that take place. So I know most of you guys join this conversation because it says, yeah, I'm a racist black man. But just to show and prove a point that most people were quick to draw to a negativity than to come on and listen to some positivity. Because what you guys were expecting? Me coming on here ranting about how I hate white people and all those things. Come on, guys. All my kids are half. They mix. Right? Most of my kids are mixed kids. So you expect me was going to come on here and rant about how I hate white people? I have a lot of white friends. I have a lot of Latino friends. I have a lot of Muslim friends. Right? Matter of fact, my ex-wife was Muslim. So, what's the big deal? We got to look at the fact that we need to learn to love each other as people. And until we learn to understand that and learn to love each other as people and not look at race, color, skin type, and all these things, we will have those little small guys, because they are small people, you know, very small people just making a lot of noise, and it sounds like it's so important. And here's the thing that they're beating us folks that don't believe like them. They beat us because they're organized. They're very, very organized. They're good at promoting their belief. We are not so good at promoting our belief. As a matter of fact, we lack promoting positivity. We lack in promoting positivity. If you look around us, all around us, and you see the negativity that's displayed every day on our TV, on our news channel, out in the street, people videotaping something. Like I said, my caption is the reason why you came on here. If I would have put that, I'm going to talk about how we could help bring back society, you guys would not join on. You joined on because you thought this was some negative crap and Keon was about to come on here and rant about how he hate white people. That's what you guys came on looking for. But you didn't come and got that. You got some understanding, some deeper intellectual conversation that we need to have. We need to have that conversation. We need to talk to each other. We need to get to love each other. Without love, guys, we're losing. I hate to sound like I'm some hippie, but it's the truth. Positivity will beat negativity. But we just got to believe in this thing. It's easy to be negative. It's easy to say I hate somebody. It's easy to point the finger. It's easy to say that person suck. But you know what's hard? It's hard to really just think about other people and understanding other people. You don't have to agree with people. But we have to understand and respect. And I think respect and love is such a powerful thing. I have friends, believe it or not. I have friends that are really, really racist. They're undercover racist though. They will never come out in the public and say, Keon, I'm racist. But you know what it is? I can't change that. But what I did was I looked past their belief and understand the person. Now, here's the thing though. As much as I may go on their wall and I'll see they say racist things and I know they believe this racist mentality, in my presence, in my foreseeing, when we're amongst each other, it's respect. It's respect. And I think respect and love is what's missing. That's the true way we're going to kill what people like to call racism. And the real term is prejudice. Prejudice. Right? We are proud people. I encourage, let me tell you something. I'm all for empowerment when it comes to people being proud in who they are. Be proud to be Latino. Be proud to be a white man. Be proud to be a black man. Be proud to be Asian. Of course, be proud. There's nothing wrong with being proud in your race. But when you feel that your race is superior and better than everybody, then you're being prejudiced. You're being prejudiced. There's black people out there that think that being black is better than everybody else too. And I look at this and say, there's nothing better than humanity. That's the race I represent. I represent humanity. Right? And I'm proud to be a black, strong man with African descent. I know the motherland. I'm proud of that. But we need to learn to respect other people. I'm not telling you though, buy into their belief. Be proud of who you are and learn to understand who they're trying to be. Understand people. The greatest gift is understanding. It's 2 ears. God gave us 2 of them for a reason, so we can listen more and talk less. If you ever want to figure out someone, just listen to them. Listen to their conversation. Learn from these people. There's nothing like a knowledge. Ignorance. Just like I hear black people call each other niggas in songs. They say nigga, 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 nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that, right? And then you get mad if someone other than a black person say the word nigga. That's why I look at rappers and I said, you guys are the reason why white folks will call you a nigga. Because you say in your rap songs every 2 seconds, nigga this, nigga that. Nigga Kit Kat. So when they say back, and guess who? And here's the funny part about that. And the reason why I'm going to touch on this a little bit. When you go to the concerts and you guys performing these songs, majority of the crowd is white. Black people don't go to concerts. I hate to say it, sorry. Majority of these kids are white. So when they're singing to your song, when you're rapping it, and they just happen to say nigga, what's your problem? You gave them the okay to say nigga. If you didn't want someone to say it back to you while you're singing it, don't put it in your raps. That's why I love when Russell Simmons encouraged everybody to stop saying the word nigga in their song. Right? So monkey see, monkey do. Monkey hear, monkey say. Right? If you keep saying it in your music, they're going to say it back to you. And guess what? They feel so comfortable amongst you on the stage and all their friends around them, including with some black folks mixing that. We are all saying the same thing. We all believe it's okay to say. They leave the concert and go out in the reality and say that black guy next to me in the concert didn't have a problem with it. Nobody else should. So what's up, nigga? So I always say, if you ever want to change the world, you got to change yourself. Change start with you. And you got to change yourself first. That's the only way we're going to change the world. Change begins with you. Change yourself and you can change the world. Be the change you want to see in people. That's the only way we're going to make this world better again. All right? So learn to love your neighbors. Know your neighbors. Understand your neighbors. And just learn to understand people. Because let me tell you something. Even the most prejudiced, unjust, wicked, bigot, and fascist people in the world still have a heart. It might be clouded. It might be built with bricks. It may be covered with all different type of things. But we just have to understand that these folks still have a heart. And we just got to help find people's heart again. If we find people's heart, we will understand people. And we got to keep on loving each other. We all we got, guys. We can't trust into the media. We can't trust in the newspaper. We can't trust even the internet, even Facebook. Look at all the negativity that's out there. We got to be that positivity. And I hope you got some strong message from this. And I thank everybody that's watching. I see people watching from Canada, all over. Thank you guys. And I hope you share this. Share this with somebody. And let them understand that being racist, it's not such a bad thing. It's just that you're a very proud person about your race. But the first thing is, we got to understand each other and learn when people are being prejudiced. Prejudice and racist are two different things. And we just got to find the word love. I'm team humanity. Everybody deserves love. I'm from the island Jamaica, man, where Bob Marley said one love. And that's all we have to practice. One love, right? And keep loving each other as humanity. That's the only way we're going to make this world a better place. When we start practicing to love each other, respect thy neighbors, love thy brothers and sisters. We're all one. We all look up in the sky and we know who is our creator. Right? So know your creator, know yourself. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. Know yourself. Trust in your beliefs. Trust in yourself. You paint the picture of who you want to become. You have two choices. It's either negative or positive. Whichever choice you make, that's on you. But at the end of the day, I encourage people to shoot to become positive. With that said, guys, my name is Keon Corniff. Mr. Finance. You have a wonderful day, and may the good Lord bless you with all great things, riches, wealth, happiness, and everything you desire. Whatever it is, let's all aim to be great again. All right, have a good day, guys.